Border management is very critical. I've had countries, because of the level of insecurity they had to fence their borders. I know sometimes when you mention, people say, no, it's impossible. Pakistan fenced 1,350 kilometer border with Afghanistan. That was the only time they had peace. Saudi Arabia and Iraq, 1,400 kilometers fenced completely. Can we start thinking of fencing our borders? We have 1,500 kilometers with Niger Republic, 1,900 kilometers with Cameroon. Chad is there. All over us, surrounded by Francophone countries, and the Sahel is heating up. If we don't do anything, when the Sahel falls, it is Nigeria that everybody is interested in. Because they believe Nigeria is huge, Nigeria is big, Nigeria is rich. And that is what we should start thinking about. How do we secure fully and take control of our borders? It is critical for our survival. It is critical for our sovereignty.
The Nigerian government is currently running out of options and is really worried and thinking about what to do to stop the revolution that Ibrahim Traore started in Burkina Faso from coming to Nigeria. They're planning to build a big wall along the border with Burkina Faso. This idea is being pushed by Nigeria's defense chief, General Christopher Gwabin Musa. In this video, we'll talk about why the Nigerian government wants to build this wall, what people think about it, and what might happen because of it. Ibrahim Traore's successful takeover of the government in Burkina Faso has caused significant concern in Nigeria. As Traore's popularity continues to grow throughout the region, Nigerian leaders, particularly Defense Chief General Christopher Gwabin Musa, are increasingly worried that his revolutionary ideas could inspire similar movements within Nigeria. Fearing the potential spread of these ideas, General Musa has proposed the construction of a wall along the border with Burkina Faso to prevent both the ideas and individuals associated with the revolution from entering Nigeria. General Musa firmly believes that the wall will enhance Nigeria's security by acting as a barrier against the influx of revolutionary thoughts and potential agitators from Burkina Faso. He sees the wall as a critical measure to shield Nigeria from the instability and turmoil that Burkina Faso has experienced. However, the proposal to build the wall has sparked a heated debate within Nigeria, with many citizens questioning its effectiveness and necessity. Opponents of the wall argue that it represents a costly and ineffective solution to a complex issue. They contend that ideas cannot be contained by physical barriers and that the government should instead focus on addressing the root causes of discontent and dissatisfaction within Nigeria. These critics believe that improving living conditions and addressing the grievances of Nigerian citizens would be a more effective strategy for maintaining stability and preventing the spread of revolutionary sentiments. Additionally, they express concerns that the construction of the wall could strain relations with Burkina Faso and other neighboring countries, potentially leading to increased regional tensions. The proposed wall has also raised significant concerns among communities living near the Nigeria-Burkina Faso border. Many of these communities rely on cross-border trade and maintain strong familial ties with people in Burkina Faso. The construction of a wall could disrupt these essential connections, adversely affecting the livelihoods of border residents and weakening the social cohesion of these areas. The potential impact on local economies and the daily lives of people living in border regions is a major point of contention in the ongoing debate. As the discussion surrounding the wall continues, it is clear that the issue touches on deep-seated concerns about security, governance, and Nigeria's role within the region. General Christopher Gwabin Musa's advocacy for the wall has forced Nigerians to grapple with the best approach to addressing the challenges they face. On one side, supporters of the wall see it as a necessary measure to protect Nigeria's sovereignty and maintain order. On the other hand, opponents view the wall as a symbol of division and fear, arguing that it goes against the spirit of African unity and cooperation. The debate over the wall also raises questions about resource allocation and priorities. Critics argue that the funds required to build and maintain the wall could be better spent on improving essential services and infrastructure within Nigeria. They believe that investing in education, healthcare, and economic development would be a more sustainable strategy for ensuring long-term stability and security. By addressing the underlying issues that contribute to social and economic challenges, the government could reduce the likelihood of internal unrest and create a more prosperous future for all Nigerians. The fear of Ibrahim Traore's revolution spreading to Nigeria is understandable, given the instability seen in some parts of the region. However, many Nigerians believe that building a wall is not the answer. They argue that the government should focus on addressing the underlying issues that could lead to unrest, such as poverty, corruption, and lack of opportunities. By engaging in open and honest discussions about the best way forward, Nigerians can work together to find solutions that address the complex challenges facing their country. As the debate over the proposed border wall continues, it is crucial for Nigerians to remain focused on building a stronger, more united nation. Whether or not the wall is ultimately built, it is clear that Nigeria must confront and address the root causes of discontent among its population. By working together and engaging in constructive dialogue, Nigerians can develop strategies that promote stability, prosperity, and peace for the future. Many Nigerians think the government should work on making life better for people instead of building a wall. They believe if people feel happy and listened to, they won't want a revolution. This idea shows how important it is for the government to do a good job and help the country grow. The wall also makes people think about what it means to be Nigerian and how to stay united. Some people think the wall is important to keep Nigeria safe and in control. Others think it shows fear and could split the country apart, going against the idea of working together with other African countries. As people keep talking about the wall, it's clear that it's a big deal. It brings up important questions about safety, how the country is run, and Nigeria's place in the world. General Christopher Gwabin Musa's support for the wall has made everyone think hard about the best way to solve the problems Nigeria faces. Building a wall between Nigeria and Burkina Faso makes people wonder if the money could be spent better. Some say the money used for the wall could be used to make schools, hospitals, and roads better in Nigeria. They think spending money on these things would make life better for people and keep the country safe in the long run. It makes sense that Nigeria is worried about the revolution in Burkina Faso, especially since other places in the area have had problems too. But a lot of people in Nigeria don't think a wall is the answer. They want the government to focus on fixing the big problems at home, like poverty, corruption, and not having enough jobs. These problems need a lot of work from the government to make things better for everyone. By helping poor people with money and programs, the government could make life easier and stop people from being unhappy. Getting rid of corruption would make people trust the government more and make sure money is spent the right way. Giving people more chances to learn and work would help them feel hopeful and excited about the future. As people keep talking about the wall, it's important for everyone in Nigeria to share their ideas and work together to find the best way forward. Nigeria has a lot of big problems that need everyone to think and work together to solve. No matter what happens with the wall, Nigeria needs to deal with the things that are making people unhappy and work towards a better future. Choosing to spend money on a wall or on making the country better will affect Nigeria's future a lot. Spending money on education could help young people learn and come up with new ideas for the country. Making healthcare better would help people stay healthy and live longer, making life easier for families. Fixing roads and buildings would help the economy grow, create jobs, and make life better for everyone. But building a wall might make people feel safe for a little while, but it wouldn't fix the big problems that could make Nigeria unstable. The wall could also make things harder with other countries, making more problems for Nigeria. In the end, the talk about the wall isn't just about keeping the country safe. It's about what kind of future Nigeria wants. It shows the choices Nigeria has to make about how to spend money, run the country, and help it grow. By talking openly and working together, Nigerians can figure out the best way to make their country stronger. The wall has become a big symbol of the problems Nigeria and the whole area are facing. It shows how hard it is to balance safety and being open, and how fear and hope can pull in different directions. As General Christopher Gwabin Musa and other leaders try to figure out what to do, they need to listen to what people in Nigeria want and need. What people think is really important for making good choices. Deciding whether to build the wall will change Nigeria's future a lot. It will affect how Nigeria gets along with other countries and how it keeps itself safe and grows. As people in Nigeria keep talking about this, they need to remember that the most important thing is to make the country stronger and more united. This way, Nigeria can face the challenges ahead with confidence. The story of Nigeria's possible wall is a complicated one. It shows the hopes and fears of a country at an important moment. It's about the tough choices governments have to make when things are uncertain and how people can shape their own future. As the talk goes on, everyone in Nigeria needs to work together, no matter their differences, to build a future that's safe, successful, and peaceful. The wall makes people think about what kind of country Nigeria wants to be. It makes them think about what's most important and what they should focus on. By talking about these things, Nigerians can say what they want for the future. A future without the threat of revolution, where the country is stable, growing, and full of opportunities. The way forward won't be easy, and Nigeria has a lot of big problems to solve. But by being open, including everyone, and working together, Nigeria can find a way to a better future. This will need leaders who listen to what people need and want, and people who care about making the country better for everyone. As Nigeria faces this big choice, the wall is more than just a plan. It shows what Nigeria values and what it hopes for in the future. By thinking carefully about this choice and focusing on what's best for the country in the long run, Nigerian leaders can help build a future that's safe, successful, and free from the fear of revolution. In the end, it's up to everyone in Nigeria to work together, listen to each other, and build a future that shows the best of what their country can be. So, what do you guys think? Is Nigeria just being scared, or is the wall a good way to stay safe? Let us know what you think in the comments below. Thanks for watching till the end. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe so more people can see it.